Welcome to the Wealth Creation Academy, your trusted guide to achieving financial independence and building lasting wealth. If saving money feels like an endless struggle, you're not alone, and you've landed in the perfect place. At WCA, we're committed to providing practical, actionable strategies to transform your financial life. Today, we're tackling a challenge that resonates with millions: why saving money feels so hard, and more importantly, how to make it easier. Whether you're scraping by or earning a solid income, putting money aside for the future can feel like pushing a boulder uphill. But with the right tools and mindset, you can turn that struggle into a superpower. Saving is the cornerstone of wealth creation. It's not just about stashing cash. It's about creating a safety net, funding dreams like homeownership or travel, and unlocking opportunities for entrepreneurship or early retirement. Yet, financial surveys show most people save less than 5% of their income, far below the 20% experts recommend. Is it because of a lack of discipline, external pressures, or something deeper? In this guide, we'll explore the psychological, practical, and societal barriers that make saving tough, then share a clear roadmap of solutions to make it effortless. Tailored for WCA's audience, this blends real-world insights, expert advice, and practical steps to empower you on your wealth-building journey. Let's dive in and turn your saving struggles into successes. Why saving money feels hard. Saving money often feels like fighting your own instincts. Our brains are wired to seek instant gratification, a trait called hyperbolic discounting. Spending $100 on a new gadget or a night out delivers a quick dopamine hit, while saving for retirement feels distant and abstract. For example, a daily $5 coffee adds up to $150 a month, money that could grow significantly with compound interest over time. Emotional spending makes things worse. Stress, boredom, or low self-esteem can trigger purchases as a coping mechanism. After a tough day, a shopping spree or takeout order feels like a quick fix, but studies show emotional spenders can overspend by 20 to 30%, draining savings. If you grew up in a household where money was spent as soon as it arrived, those habits become ingrained, making saving feel unnatural or even guilt-inducing. A scarcity mindset narrows your focus to immediate needs: rent, groceries, utilities, leaving little mental space for saving. This creates a vicious cycle. Low savings increase stress, which fuels impulsive buys to cope. Optimism bias leads us to overestimate future income, thinking, "I'll save after my raise," while underestimating expenses, delaying action. Social media, like Instagram or TikTok, amplifies these issues. Images of luxurious lifestyles, exotic vacations, designer clothes, trigger FOMO, pushing lifestyle inflation. A new job might lead to a bigger apartment or flashier car, leaving savings stagnant. Practical barriers are just as tough. The rising cost of living squeezes budgets, with rent consuming 40–50% of income in cities like New York or San Francisco. If rent is $20,500 on a $50,000 salary, saving 10% feels nearly impossible. Debt, like $6,000 in credit cards at 20% interest, demands payments that compete with saving. Irregular income, $200 one month, $800 the next, makes consistency hard for freelancers or gig workers. Lack of financial education leaves many unaware of budgeting basics or high-yield accounts, costing hundreds yearly to low-interest savings or hidden fees. Economic uncertainty, like recession fears, prompts some to hoard cash ineffectively or avoid saving, thinking it's futile after events like post-COVID job losses. Society pushes spending over saving. Advertisements, influencers, and holidays like Black Friday glorify consumption, making savings seem dull. Peer pressure, like joining costly outings costing $500, or family expectations, like funding weddings, diverts funds. Women face wage gaps, 82 cents per dollar, and pink tax, while minorities deal with systemic barriers like limited banking access. Technology, like buy now, pay later apps or one-click shopping on Amazon, encourages impulse buys. Subscriptions, from streaming to gym memberships, chip away at budgets, costing hundreds monthly. How to fix it? Let's start with mindset shifts to overcome psychological barriers. Adopt an abundance mentality. See money as a tool for growth, not scarcity. Practice gratitude daily. List 3 things you're thankful for, like a steady job or a home-cooked meal. Studies show this cuts emotional spending by up to 20%. Reframe saving as self-care, visualizing goals like a dream home or beach retirement. For example, saving $100 monthly at 7% interest grows to $75,000 in 30 years, a powerful motivator. Use affirmations like, "I am building wealth daily," to counter procrastination. Educate yourself with books like The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel or WCA's YouTube videos. Understanding compound interest, how $100 monthly becomes $100,000 in 30 years, sparks action. Track your net worth monthly using a spreadsheet or app to see progress and forgive past mistakes, like overspending on a vacation, to focus forward. Budgeting is essential for structure. Try the 50-30-20 rule. 50% for needs, rent, bills, 30% for wants, dining out, 20% for savings or debt repayment. In high-cost areas, adjust to 40-30-30, but prioritize savings. Apps like Mint or YNAB track expenses in real time, spotting leaks like $100 on subscriptions or $150 on takeout. A zero-based budget assigns every dollar a purpose, like $500 for groceries, $1,000 for rent, $150 for savings. Automate 10 to 15% of your paycheck to a high-yield account, 4 or 5% interest, e.g., Ally or Marcus, to pay yourself first. For irregular income, calculate your average earnings over 6 months, budget on the lowest month, and save windfalls for a buffer. Cut costs strategically. Negotiate phone bills, meal prep to save $50 monthly, or try no-spend weeks, redirecting funds to savings. Brewing coffee at home saves $500 yearly. An emergency fund is critical. Start with $1,000, then aim for 3 to 6 months' expenses to avoid debt in crises like car repairs or medical bills. For debt, use the snowball method. Pay smallest debts first, e.g., $2,000 card. For quick wins, or the avalanche method, high-interest debts first to save money. Consolidate loans for lower rates or seek nonprofit counseling from groups like the National Foundation for Credit Counseling. Build habits by saving $5 daily, scaling up as it feels natural. Use the 24-hour rule. Wait a day on non-essentials, like a $100 jacket, to curb impulses. Gamify saving with apps like Acorns, rounding up purchases to save $50 monthly. Celebrate milestones modestly, like a $10 treat for $1,000 saved to stay motivated. Boost income to supercharge savings. Side hustles like freelance writing or ride-sharing add $500 monthly. Take Coursera courses to qualify for promotions. Negotiating raises has a 70% success rate. After an emergency fund, invest in index funds 7-10% returns, e.g., S&P 500. Bank 50% of raises. A $5,000 raise saved at 5% grows to $40,000 in 10 years to avoid lifestyle inflation. Address specific challenges. Journal emotional spending triggers, like work stress, and replace shopping with free activities like walks. For irregular income, maintain a 6 to 12-month buffer. Unfollow spendy influencers. Suggest low-cost outings like potlucks with friends. Balance family spending, like wedding contributions, with 5% for personal goals. Use tech wisely. Browser extensions like Honey save on purchases, but block shopping sites during no-spend periods. Set bank alerts for budget limits. For long-term success, set SMART goals. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound, like $10,000 in 2 years, $416 a month. Invest in ETFs or real estate crowdfunding for growth. Use multiple accounts for emergencies, short-term goals, vacations, and investments to prevent mixing funds. Review finances quarterly, adjusting for life changes and celebrating wins like $5,000 saved. Stay educated with WCA videos or podcasts like Choose FI for Trends. Join accountability groups online or with friends. Data shows they double success rates. Involve family in budgeting to align goals, turning saving into a team effort. Conclusion: saving feels hard due to psychological traps like seeking instant gratification, practical hurdles like debt and inflation, and societal pressures like FOMO and consumer culture. But you can overcome them with mindset shifts, budgeting tools, habits, income boosts, and tailored fixes. At WCA, we believe wealth comes from consistent action. Start today, track expenses for a week, automate $50 to savings, or set a smart goal. Subscribe to WCA on YouTube, share your savings wins in the comments, and join our wealth building community. Let's make your financial dreams real, $1 at a time.